The Chinese tried to erase them from history, but Vietnamese people never forgot their queens. This isn't a myth. This is the true story of the Trung Sisters that led the largest rebellion in Vietnamese history and died by suicide rather than surrender. In 40 CE, twin sisters Trưng Trắc and Trưng Nhi watched Chinese forces execute Trưng Trac's husband for refusing to pay tribute taxes. The execution was meant to send a message about Chinese dominance, but it backfired spectacularly. Instead of cowering, the sisters declared war on the entire Chinese empire. These weren't just angry widows with swords. The Trung sisters were daughters of a Vietnamese military commander, Red River Delta, who had trained them in combat since childhood. They could ride elephants into battle, command armies of thousands, and inspire loyalty. But nobody expected what happened next. Within months, they had raised an army of 80,000 warriors and 36 female generals, including a woman named Pham Thi Yen who fought while pregnant and gave birth on the battlefield, then kept fighting with her newborn strapped to her back. These weren't just symbolic leaders either. Within months, they had liberated 65 fortified towns and controlled territory stretching across modern-day northern Vietnam. Chinese forces fled so quickly they abandoned weapons, gold, and even their commanding officers. The sisters declared themselves queens and established their capital at My Linh. For 3 years, they held off every Chinese attempt to retake Vietnam. They created their own currency, established trade routes, stretching from the Red River to the South China Sea, and governed like legitimate rulers. The Chinese emperor was so humiliated, he sent his best general with 200,000 troops to crush this rebellion led by women. In 43 CE, General Ma Yuan arrived with a professional army of 20,000 seasoned troops and advanced siege equipment. The final battle was brutal, outnumbered and outgunned. The sisters fought brilliantly, using guerrilla tactics and knowledge of local terrain, but they were facing the most powerful military machine in the world. The final battle lasted 3 days. When defeat became inevitable, the sisters faced an impossible choice. Surrender meant torture, humiliation, and execution as examples to future rebels. Instead, they chose to control their own fate. They chose the Red River. They walked hand in hand and disappeared beneath the water, their armor dragging them down. Both sisters drowned themselves rather than give their enemies the satisfaction of capture. Their sacrifice became legend immediately. Vietnamese people built temples to honor them, and their story inspired resistance movements for the next 2,000 years.